and we're going to start from the beginning. And you got trained by, as far as I can tell, Nelson Royal as well, but Buzz Sawyer and Gene Anderson, two of the toughest dudes in wrestling at that time. Now, Buzz Sawyer specifically, as far as a trainer goes, I don't know if you've heard the story, but The Undertaker has told the story where basically he took the money and then he packed up and moved home and just left. Was it was it a fairly similar story for you? I mean, how much did you actually learn from Buzz?
Nothing. I already knew how to wrestle as far as collegiate, and Buzz was a tremendous collegiate wrestler. Me and him went head to head in a collegiate wrestling match, and I basically dominated him, which is not easy to do. He's tough. But because I was younger and he was a little bit older, I was able to get the best of him. Well, once he saw that, he started doing these tryouts. Every weekend he would have me come up there and I would show me a few things, which wasn't much at all. And then he'd have these guys come in and they pay $1,500 to do a tryout. And he would come over to me and say, I don't want them to pass. So just work them until they quit. So I'd go in and beat all these guys up and he would kick me down a few dollars. And then I would go back the next week and same thing. And then if he wanted somebody to pass, I didn't understand it until later on, obviously, but there were some big dudes in there that looked really good and that had some ability, football players, and I would beat the crap out of him because he said, I don't want him to pass. I said, okay. Now I go on and beat him up. But then he had this guy that worked as a plumber who was like 180 pounds. So yeah, I want him he could pass. So I would go in and I go easy on him. And as I found out later on down the road was he owned his own business. So he was able to keep making money from these guys that actually had their own business or at least had money. And so these guys would pass and then he would charge them a monthly fee to go to a gym and ride the bike and then go into a ring and learn how to take bumps and not really send them anywhere. So I caught on obviously years down the road of what was going on with that. But that's basically how Buzz in the later part of his years was really conducting business.
Did you drop $1,500 on the training as well?
Not with Buzz, I didn't. No, I came up actually as a tryout, and I remember working out with him and wrestling with him, and he was really, really strong and really good. But like I said, as older, I was able to wear him out and then dominate him. So I think that what he was doing is really looking for someone that it would kind of this idea that he had was being able to bring people in, beat them up, and then make them quit. Not just because he could do it himself with most of them because he was that tough. But he wanted somebody else to do it. So I think he was just looking for that person, and he found me.
The hitman. So you were the hitman,
yes.
basically.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.